Well, damn it. I put Doo-Doo out with Zenobia. I wanted them to play for a while. I was like, well, I got like half an hour to kill, so why don't I rig the beast and see if I can get JD up on the beast. And I made it all the way up to the top. And I watched a video or two on YouTube, so I had the gist of what to do. But I got all the way up and got it up when I was waiting for the teeter for it to rock down, and it got really scary. So I had to turn around and back down. But even that was the scariest part, because if I'm way up on top and I'm still at a 45-degree angle, the tracks are off the ground like this, and to turn around and come back down the ramp, I had to configure the boom and the stick for center of gravity. So it was like boom up, stick in, bucket curled, and then do a 180-degree rotation on the chassis so that the boom is pointing downhill, and then use the boom to grab a piece of the earth there and kind of ease my way back down the ramps. That 180-degree swing, if you will, from facing north to facing south with the chassis there, that scared the shit out of me, because I actually put the seatbelt on for the first time in the excavator, because I was like, if this thing tips over, there ain't nobody here. Yeah, I know, stupid, but I picked up a little bit of, lessons learned. I know how to do it now, I think. But I'll wait till the sun's up tomorrow and we'll try it again. Sun's up, new day. Yeah, we're gonna attack this problem. You'll see some more details. I'll show this in quick motion or time lapse here a time or two, and then we'll do a fully narrated treatment where you can kind of see what the hell am I doing here. Basically, practicing getting that excavator on and off that trailer without killing myself. Hell of a thing to do first thing in the morning. Haven't even had a cup of coffee yet. But you know what? Just me being me. Can't lie. Have a good one. Whoop whoop. Today is Saturday, the 24th of July, 2021. Got kind of an overcast morning, so I figured I would take advantage of the lack of getting bombed with UV just to do some practice work. So what I mean by practice, you've seen in prior videos, Stewie, so an M1084A1 5-ton truck, M322 LT 10-ton trailer, and recently picked up this JD60D excavator. It's like 7 tons, something like that. Me being me, those of you that know me will understand this. So I spent like an hour drinking coffee this morning watching just countless YouTube videos of excavator loading and unloading fails, where people just kind of take an excavator up, bail off, all kinds of shit. And there's so many different ways people either use poor judgment or make a small mistake and pay for it or whatever. But I mean, I would almost encourage you not to go look on YouTube like I did. But kind of like when I was a student pilot, you learn a lot by other people's mistakes and failures. So I've got a pretty good sense for what to do, what not to do, the techniques and whatnot. This will be my fourth attempt. I did it once with no cameras. I've done it 2 more times with the time lapse. You better shut your ass, boy. So this would be my, I think, fourth exercise of this. So this one I'll do obviously with HD, so you can kind of see what it looks like. By no means am I an expert or a pro. This is not a how-to video. I'm not teaching anybody anything. As usual, I'm just showing y'all my shenanigans. Plus, I know there's some of you guys out there that we've been joking for years. It's like, if I keep videotaping all this stupid shit I do out here, one of these days you guys are gonna get a really funny video of me falling on my ass or doing something stupid. Hopefully not today. So without further ado, let's get this bad boy cranked up. And on we go. But because I'm going to be so focused on the process and the techniques, I'm not going to be narrating. You can just kind of like just follow along and watch what it looks like. So you will have probably seen it in time-lapse fast motion already once or twice before this. So now you can kind of see what it looks like bird's eye view. Because I'll tell you, when you look at it in time-lapse, it looks really easy. It doesn't look all that scary, but in real time like this, you'll hopefully kind of see some of the ass pucker and stuff that goes on here. So let me shut up and let's get to it. The boom and the stick in and raised to get the center of gravity of the machine as much in the center of the machine as we can. This particular technique involves backing onto the trailer. We do it from start off like this for alignment. the excavator up on the two raised hubs, so it's like two bumps on the back of the trailer on the tail. Stable. So now I can kind of boom, stick in, boom in, or I should say stick in, boom up. Forward a little bit more. suggested that this is coming over the tipping point is the scariest part. This 180 degree swing is the second scariest part. I'd have to agree. This is all easy, baby. This is all finesse right here. So I'm concurrently backing up, trying to straighten it out, and going over that damn hump. There's two humps, hump 1, hump 2, for one on each axle. And when I'm coming over that hump, you can imagine it's like a teeter-totter. So this whole rig sits on top of that hump, and as you come over the hump, it just teeters, which is a little bit butt puckering. Once you get over the hump, pretty straightforward once you get over the humps. And I'm still trying to figure out the sweet spot of where to put this thing. I'm thinking right about there, laid down to secure it. So this would be the position to actually stow everything. Right there. Lock everything down to secure the load, and we'd be good to go. So that's the loading the trailer. Now unloading, it's got its own little pucker factor, but it's not as bad as loading. Here we use the boom and the stick and the bucket as counterbalance. Forward to get the weight going forward, to get downhill, if you will. Blade up. And this is drive it off, but you really it's about energy management and weight and balance as usual. So I'm going over the first bump, and you'll see it teeter here in a second. Right. And on the when you get up on the heater, it's really sensitive. Gotta be really careful with the tracks. The key here, and I'm just learning, is to use one hand to control both tracks and one hand to control the boom up and down, because you want to keep everything. It's like almost like flying a helicopter. The only thing is I'm not using my feet, but I could, but I'm not. Anyway, so I'm gonna put the bucket down a little bit more. So getting okay, it's about ready to tip. Right there. There's the tip. Right there. And that's what we're looking for. So now it's a matter of managing how much weight I have on the bucket. And now this is a little bit weird because I'm actually teetering on that first hump. There we go. Bucket down. What we're looking to do here is to get over the beaver tail. So I'm on the beaver tail now, starting the downhill on the beaver tail till that bucket hits the ground. Right. See, we're on that teeter. It's really dangerous right here. Alright, so I got... There we go. So now I've got... So I'm pulling the boom up, which is lowering the nose down. So I'm pitching down about 30 degrees. I'm not touching anything, I'm just bringing the boom up. Kind of like a sweet spot where you could feel like you got some authority on the track right there. balance everything, but not so much weight that you lose authority on the tracks. You pick them up off the ramp. So it's really about right there. Now I'm just basically moving forward. Oop, see, that's what I don't want. Bucket on the ground. Get everything balanced. You can't see my eyes, but my eyes are going from the tracks on the ramps to the bucket, because you can tell if you got too much weight on the bucket, you can just physically tell. Right now it's dragging, which is what I'm looking for. All right. Almost off. Okay, we're gonna come off the ramp there. Tracks are on the ground, and the coming off the ramps. Once I feel like the balance is shifted right, you'll see when I come off the ramp for good. Right there. Nope, right there. Boink. So now we're completely off the ramps, so I can kind of clean things up a little bit. Stick in. Bring the weight back closer to the machine to get the center of gravity controlled. That's it. Getting off the trailer is a lot easier, but like I said, it's still got its own pucker factor. Alright, that's enough of that fun for one day. Shutdown checklist. Idle. Hydraulics off. Power off. Camera off.